I think what's impressive about the movie, which is we live in public, is that I think it does for Facebook what Jaws did for going to the beach. I am terrified at this point of using social media. I want to disconnect entirely after that.
That's a good one.
Was that part of your intent, or
I think it's important to be conscious of what's going on. Yeah.
I like that Jaws reference.
That's a good one.
That's a great analogy. Can we? We'll tell you what. Is it okay if I'm going to poach it. Is it okay if I poach it for 2 weeks? You get credit, and after that, I own it.
After why 2 weeks do I get credit and then
there's a contract being worked out here, folks.
I'm just working the deal out.
I don't even get to sleep with a fake
this
girlfriend on camera for that. Jesus.
The reason why the film is actually existing right now is because he is Facebook, right? So you can watch the movie and you can hear him say, "Everything's free except your image that we own," and you can see him kick back at the bunker and watch people act insane and just laugh, and you may think you're watching the Stanford Prison Experiment or something, and you can think those people in the bunker are clamoring for the attention of the cameras, and you were right. But at the end of the movie, you realize that those people are you, and the way that the way we react to technology is the way those people reacted, and exposing themselves and giving over everything for the attention and the recognition, and then Josh saying everything's free except your image. That's Facebook.
Orwell was wrong. It wasn't the government imposing it on us. We asked for it.
Well, that's the greatest trick, isn't it? It's like a little con man sleight of hand thing. Because it's not
a personal specialty.
But but it's not government. But it is sort of a corporate thing, or it's a business thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you're one of those masterminds.
I'm one of the guys that pulls levers. Yes.
Right.
Andi's
no slouch at this either, but
I think what I'm interested in is what people are willing to give up.
Right.
For that, it's like from the second we leave the womb and our umbilical cord's cut, we're alone, and then we spend the rest of our lives trying not to feel that way. And I think Josh felt that way growing up and connecting with the tube, and electronic calories are what he was nurtured on, and Gilligan's Island and other shows formed his idea of family and friendship, and he mediated his life with technology and sought fame. And I, as a mother, I think about that with my child. How much do I put him in front of the TV, or am I going to let him use a computer versus, reinforcing the physical world at that point?
And how old was your child?
5.
And what was the decision, or what are you doing so far?
Oh, I just tried. Making this film made me more conscious of it.
Does your child have a Twitter account yet?
No, but he does have a Club Penguin account. Have you heard about that?
I have.
His 9-year-old nephew turned him on to Club Penguin. Right. And it's the social networking for the kids.
You mean the 9-year-old is like a pusher now?
Yeah, he pushed him into an igloo, with a plasma screen, and they can pimp out their igloo with. In fact, I was just having brunch yesterday with a woman whose daughter cleans her chicken coop. And she has organic chickens and does composting and all this stuff, and so she's very much like her daughter's gardening. And what does her daughter get for gardening? Money for Club Penguin. I guess what I'm saying is that the draw to the screen is undeniable, even for us, who haven't lived that way since the day we were born. I was talking to my sister-in-law, and she said, I walk into my house, my piano's sitting right there, Chopin is waiting, it could be going through the house, I used to play all the time, now I go right to my computer.
The internet's like this new human experience. At first, everybody's going to like it, but there will be a fundamental change in the human condition. And one day, we're all going to wake up and realize that we're just servants. It's captured us.
It was genius because nobody had done it yet.
He was saying this is the way it's going to be, and he was right. I mean, he was right.
He was selling companies for a couple $1 million while we were all a bunch of kids getting paid $10 an hour to try and figure out HTML.
Josh was one of these incredible new idols everybody suddenly wanted to be.
I'm in a race to take CBS out of business.
He was always trying to advance the inevitable. This is going to happen. Let's try it now.
Mama, Papa, coming for you.
We're going to record Stasi-type intelligence.
The cameras were everywhere. There was cameras set up in the showers and the toilets.
Is there anything graphic on the TV?
They're eating and shitting and having sex in public, and people ate it up.
Everything is free except the video that we capture of you. That we own.
Freak out in a moon age daydream. Oh, yeah.
Welcome to We Live in Public.
And he said, I want to put 32 cameras in the loft, wired to the internet, and I want us to be the first couple to live in public.
It was viewable to the masses.
There was the giddy first month.
There was all this press and hype, and they're going to conceive in public.
Get a fucking porn star and have sex all over the house in public.
It wasn't just We Live in Public. He was going down financially.
I need to tell you, you got a negative balance in your checking account.
Okay, bye.
A crazy and somewhat dangerous scene because you knew that someone was going to flip out.
She grabbed my throat.
6, 5, 4,
Basically, all hell broke loose.
He's gonna wind up in jail.
Speaking to you virtually is how I know how to do this best.
Everything that he does is a precursor to something that is going to happen to all of us. Everything.
A few hundred years ago, the lions and tigers were kings of the jungle. And then one day they wound up in zoos. I suspect we're on the same track.
We're getting this feeling that we're not alone. And we even get a chance to be famous, right? And in our society, that's the golden lamb. That's the cure-all to not being alone and being happy all the time. So if we post more of our lives, and we get that feedback. If we wake up and we feel alone, we get poked, or we have a hatching egg on Facebook, it's like, somebody was thinking about me. But what's that doing to our actual relationships?
They took the time to spend 2.5 seconds to poke me.
Yeah.
I'm so gratified.
Yeah, and it's harder. It's harder to maintain physical world relationships face to face.
Well, no, and there's a reason for that is that what's happening is the net is connecting people in space and time, and so that the people that you're connecting to virtually are psychically, or just by virtue of the net, the net can more efficiently connect you with people in space and time than the physical world can. Because, at 3 in the afternoon, or whatever, we're here at 11:30 in the morning, we have a certain sensibility, and the chances of having physical people around us in this moment in time, physically versus virtually, matching our sensibility is far lower.
In the movie, there's the reference to World War II being the great defining moment of the century, and World War III for the next century. Do you really anticipate there being a World War III, or is this invasion of social media and the abandonment of our privacy is really the equivalent?
It's a war of attrition.
The thing is we think that we're you sit in front of a computer, but we're talking to it. Right. It's sucking from us.
Right.
It's feeding off of us, and at some point.
And what does it get out of it?
Consciousness. It's trying to come to consciousness.